Hello and welcome back to more MonsterCon. I know I said we'd be playing something else, but this is just... I love it too much not to play it. It's like, between this, Minecraft, and Stardew Valley at the moment, there's like the top 3 games I just want to play so bad. Tomorrow might be Minecraft because my subscription ends soon and I don't want to renew it. Wait, what? Want to play? Okay. So, and I'll go through and read everything in the beginning again, so new people who are just tuning in or catching this video will know what's going on. So, like usual, it's just me. Gonna do a regular game. Okay, so we did fantasy vibes, kawaii, future-based, lo-fi beats. Let's go with retro today. SpookyCon. For some, it was just a nerdy for convention, but for us, it was 4 days to celebrate our many passions and obsessions fiercely, unapologetically. Wait. Why is this so much louder than before? And we weren't alone. Regardless of what you loved, you could always find people who'd make you feel seen and understood. Anywhere else, we might have been seen as weirdos and misfits. But here we could finally feel like no matter who we were, we belonged. So I'll probably get the DLC later. But for now, we've run through everybody but Yellow.
I love the con!
So we're gonna be Yellow with the cute little shadow creatures. But as dreamy as SpookyCon was, it also came with its own set of pressures, some of which we already knew so well. At the end of those 4 days, the after-party loomed over our heads, posing that one evergreen question. Would we get a date for that night? As uncertainty plagued our hearts, we couldn't help but think of the 6 hottest nerds of the con.
Cool.
And of course, my friends are the hottest friends at the con. Zoe, an eldritch cutie who went from endless deity and harbinger of destruction to author of the renowned fanfic Liam Prom.
That's an awful idea.
Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork.
Hooray!
Doug Campbell, a kind-hearted slime that was incredibly broke from supporting all of the fandoms he loved.
Count your days, fuckers.
Omen, an evil overlord who was recently freed from imprisonment in exchange for giving up her passion for stabbing people.
I have the perfect cosplay for that.
Nico Shop, an over-the-top mimic who preferred cosplay over shapeshifting, even if they weren't the best at getting into character.
Anyway.
And April 1st, a clown idol who was contractually obligated to bottle up all of her non-camera ready emotions inside cute mascots. It had to be one of them, but who? We had 4 days to gather some courage and shoot our shot. What was the worst that could happen? Being rejected and alone the rest of our lives? Ha! We'd had our fair share of love and rejection. This surely wasn't our first rodeo. And as we had grown to know ourselves better, we realized we felt more confident. Okay, so we're gonna do something a little bit different this time. So in the previous 3 runs, we tried to romance April, Liam, and Doug. This time, we're gonna try something else. But I'm still just gonna do this like I would actually like. 3 things I like. Power skilling your friends. Okay. Shiny dice. Magical girl transformations. And I like the memes, so we're gonna go with that. Choose your top 3 favorite animals. Okay, so that one. And I mean, I like unicorns, so maybe a horse is the next best thing. We weren't new to all this, so this time we challenged ourselves with a goal other than finding love. With the support of Zoe and Liam, we had decided to take on a project we have been putting off for too long,
What should I write?
making our own comic. We had so many ideas, yet we always found excuses not to work on them. But the con was the perfect setting to find inspiration and go for it. Oh, we haven't unlocked these yet. Okay, so we already did the shonen, the sci-fi, and the magical girl. So, superhero, romance, or noir. Let's go with the romance. That should be hilarious. The fear of failure had stopped us for too long, but then we reminded ourselves of the one thing that always kept us going. That we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start.
My turn? Really?
Okay. So my goal is to get all of these kind of the same level or above 10. So let's see, I'm the weakest at boldness, so that means we're going to go to the lobby. I love his cosplay. Walking around the lobby, you see a flood of people coming in from the other areas. Crowd stampede! Trying not to panic, you remember what your yoga teacher taught you. When you get caught in the middle of a crowd stampede, remember to go with the flow. You do, and the flow consists of a crowd trampling you. Still, you gain 2 boldness for braving the stampede. You fake a paper cut to have an excuse to hang out with Omen and Doug while they get their con volunteer hours manning the first aid booth. Liam is there too. The monotony of Liam drilling everyone on their first aid knowledge is interrupted by a woman stumbling into the booth, clutching her waist.
Doug, con volunteer.
Don't worry, miss. We're trained volunteers. We can help. Can you describe your pain? Yeah, I'm experiencing chest pressure, fluid retention, and decreased urine output. I think I'm suffering from acute kidney failure. That's specific.
Godspeed.
You appear to be the biggest expert on your own condition. I give you this scalpel and wish you luck. Just then, a group of guys carrying their friend who's bleeding everywhere. Another one? We're busy right now. You will have to reschedule your injury for a later appointment. But we need help. I bet my bro here $10 that I could use my new arrows of unreasonable sharpness to puncture his kidney at 50 feet. Totally worth it. What? Why? You didn't even win the $10. Jesus, dog fucking Christ, this is a disaster. A con is not the place to treat multiple serious kidney injuries. You're right, Liam. If only we had more than one spare kidney. Oh, what? Why do you have a spare kidney at all? Well, one kidney-related injury happening at a con is improbable enough, but 2? That's just unheard of. Anyway, I'll page the on-site surgeon and tell him he has to leave the Shonen Marathon early, but we're gonna have to decide who gets the spare kidney and who doesn't.
I'm out.
I don't want that on my conscience. Yellow, you make the call. Save your friends from making a hard choice. Stab yourself in the kidney. Yeah, you get the kidney. Sharing is caring is split the spare kidney so each of them gets half. I don't know how that'll work, but let's try. Aw, what a nice solution, thinking of both of them. You're sweet, Yellow. It's also a useless solution. Half a kidney won't help anybody, and we'll just have 2 dead patients.
Someone give me a knife.
Well, we won't know until we try. Someone give me a knife. We do know. I just said so. I know, but I implore you. It's been so long since I've been allowed to play with a knife. Won't you think of poor old me? Aw, just let her cut the kidney, man. Look at her face. She wants it so bad. Please stop. You're all so stupid. Just give the kidney to the other guy so at least one of us will survive. Oh, I get it. Yellow did the Solomon thing where he threatened to cut the baby in half to reveal who the real mom is. That was smart. What's this about cutting a baby in half? Should I raid the con daycare? Omen, no. By the time you all wrangle the knife away from Omen, the dude with the arrow in the kidney has already bled out, which solves that little moral dilemma. You still gain 2 charm for your egalitarian solution, but you lose 2 boldness.
Are you sure it's my turn?
I just lost the boldness I just got. Okay. Let's go to the merch hall. Oh, he's a Dragon Heat fanboy. I love it so much. You check out the stands and buy a few comic books. They give you a free tote bag. Oh, it's gonna be this scene. After that, you buy a couple prints from an artist. You get another tote bag. Then you buy a cool tote bag, and they give it to you inside a free tote bag. You gain 2 charm from all these fashionable and free tote bags you have now. If only you had something to carry them all. You're checking out the stands at the merch hall when Liam and Doug start fawning over the Gashapon vending machines. Liam, check out this one. This Gashapon is filled with ID photos of random people.
So authentic.
What a brilliant concept. It forces us to look at strangers with fresh eyes to truly notice them. Who are these people? Are they targets assigned to the buyer to find and murder them? No, you just collect the pictures. Oh, I understand. Wait, no, I don't.
I gotta have it.
Okay, these specific ouches might not be your thing, but look at these, buff birds. They're birds, but they're very muscular. I admire a plastic bird's physique as much as I respect a tree's existence. So, a lie?
Oh.
No,
how
I hate trees.
dull.
And I would never waste my hard-stolen money on them for these useless playthings. But gashes are so much better than trees. Will you at least try if Yellow buys you one? That I can do, if only for the pleasure of seeing him squander his meager savings. That's your cue to empty your wallet on the vending machine, because you do whatever people tell you. Turns out, you can only afford one. Which one will turn Omen into a die-hard Gashapon fan? Go for the gacha that wows everyone. Cool tardigrade doing 6 skateboard trick. Or the little creature in a silly pose of abject terror as if they were hit by a spell that turned them into a gacha. I totally think Omen would go for this one. 100%. Tokyo, Japan. The offices of a big gacha company. Gacha designer Shuichi Fukabe is a nervous wreck. He was supposed to submit a design for a new gacha series by tomorrow, and he has nothing. Fukube-san, you better have a hit gacha by tomorrow morning, or the only thing that will be left of you here will be your ID photo. I won't disappoint you, Mr. Takayama. Oh, my honor. After a long ride home, Fukube meets his brother, who has taken him in during this rough patch. Come on, Shuichi. You got this. Inspiration will strike at the last minute, I'm sure of it. Dejected, Fukube stares at his face in the mirror. Suddenly, a strange figure appears behind his reflection. The figure whispers, "You know what you have to do." I can't. You can and you know you will, the figure replies. It's almost midnight and time is running out. Fukube visits his brother. Shuichi, what's wrong? Can I help you? Yes, you can. His voice trembles. He starts doing strange hand gestures as though performing a spell. Shuichi, what are you doing? Forgive me, brother. An explosion of color and light swallows Fukube's brother, frozen in place as he realizes his terrible fates. Anyway, back to the con.
Ooh, I fucking love
Whoa, look at that expression of pure dread and horror. It's sublimely realistic. But they're just silly little toys. You can put them on your desk and look at them while you're working. Yes, Omen, that's the magic of gotchas. You have a point. This horrified visage will make me laugh and keep me motivated to inflict pain and suffering wherever I go. That sounds like a win in your book. You gain 2 smarts for knowing what tickles Omen's fancy. And yet, you can't avoid taking a quick look at the gotcha. Yeah, you lose 2 fun.
But there's too many options.
Okay. Moment for drink. Okay, I do love the whole board gaming thing. You see an empty spot at a tabletop RPG game session, so you sit down without thinking twice. Oh, this is cute. This game is really weird. The board is just a bunch of letters and you all play at the same time by moving a planchette around. When it's done, you're not sure who won, but you got to talk to your late great-great-grandfather. I guess that's 2 fun, right? You, Zoe, Omen, and Doug team up for an epic game of Flutterball, the legendary fantasy sport from the Alice Summerwind series. Doug is trying to explain the rules to Omen. So in the novels, the players pass the Flutterball with their mind powers, and whoever succeeds at 20 consecutive mind passes wins.
Glorious!
Excellent! I will finally have a chance to witness Zoe tearing a mortal's mind to shreds with her eldritch powers. That wouldn't be fair. Not everyone has mind power, so instead we use our hands and make a whoosh sound. Oh, serves me right for having expectations. Hey nerds, ready to get your asses kicked? You turn to see the opposite team. 4 dudes who look like they just got out of a frat house.
Yellow.
Hi guys, good to meet some fellow Alice Summerwind fans. Alice Summer who? We don't speak nerd, you nerds. Wait, aren't you here to play Flutterball? Okay. Duh, and me, Tyler, Dylan, and other Tyler here are gonna kick your fucking ass and do a keg stand to celebrate. Alright guys, just remember to do the whoosh sound and we'll probably be fine. The match begins and you're immediately not fine. As promised, you get your asses kicked by Tyler, Dylan, other Tyler, and the other guy whose name is probably Cody. Awesome, says probably Cody. I knew playing stupid nerd sports would help us keep our sports scholarships. Upsilon Psi represent. Guys, what are we gonna do? I keep saying whoosh, but my mind passes are weak for some reason. They might be slightly stronger, but we've got a weapon they don't have. My knife? And Zoe says yellow. No, Omen, our knowledge of the franchise. God damn it, Zoe! Why do you never choose violence? I bet there's some Flutterball rules that can give us an edge over them, no matter how strong they are. Excuse me? Yellow, any ideas? Add a dog to your team. Little do they know, it says nowhere in the novels that a dog can't play sports. Shoot them in their knees and tell them it's the rule. It's not, but since they haven't read the novels, they don't know. I think that one's going to give me boldness, but take away my fun. I feel like this would also be the Omen answer, but we're not exactly going for Omen this run. As much as I would love to see her, like, little dates on the 4th day, well, we're doing something else. So, we're going to try to shoot them in the knees. Thank you! Omen pulls out a gun and immediately shoots Dylan in the knees. Ah, my knees. I need them for hacky sack. Sorry, but the books clearly state that if a team has no points in the second half, they can shoot the other team in the knees. Ha ha ha, yes! It's your turn, Tyler! That can't be right. There's no way your nerdy books have cool stuff like gun violence. You're free to check if you like. Very funny, Three Eyes. And how exactly would we do that? By reading? Yeah? Oh, hold on. Tyler, Dylan, other Tyler, and probably Cody huddle up and whisper. We've decided we're gonna read the books. Time out? Suit yourselves. The rule is somewhere in the fifth book of the saga, but you need to read the first 4 for context. Alright, we've decided we'd rather get shot in the knees.
This is the most glorious day of my life.
I love Flutterball! Omen shoots everyone in the knees. You make a great comeback. It turns out not being super athletic is bad, but not as bad as being shot in the knees.
I'm good at sports.
We won! I can finally say I'm good at a sport! Bros, we've lost the match and our sports scholarship, probably Cody says, but they had to read 9 novels, so who's the real loser? You are! Omen's right, and she shoots Cody again. You gain 2 boldness for your daring strategies, but you lose 2 fun.
My turn? Really?
Okay, so we got the main stage and hotel and outdoors. So that is going to be smarts and creativity. Let's go for the smarts. You decide to attend a panel on the merits of soft versus hard magic systems in magical girl fiction. After getting the required dick jokes out of the way, you actually learn a lot of valuable info about world-building mechanics. You gain 2 smarts for that knowledge and from learning so many new dick jokes. Now prepare to completely forget whatever you just watched because it's time for one of the biggest events of the con, a Q&A with world-class game dev Hayato Kamada. Hey you two, Kamada's panel starts in 15 minutes, tell him to get ready.
Yo.
You got it, boss. He'll be there, everything's under control, no disasters in sight.
Crap, crap, crap.
Crap, shoot, gosh freaking darn it, we're so fudged. We're fudged right to heck. Your commitment to family friendliness is admirable, Doug, but can someone tell me what the fuck is going on? Well, Omen and I were told that we'd hang out with Hayato Kamada and make sure he came to the panel on time. And we did an excellent job. Con volunteering is just too easy. We were superior at hanging out with Hayato Kamada. Until we lost him, that is. You lost him? How? Let's see. First we took him to the corn dog stands to get lunch. Then one thing led to another and we bet him $20 he couldn't do a backflip. Best $20 I have ever spent. Then we had a spirited debate on whether or not the color red actually enrages bulls. We could not agree, so we went to find a bull to see if it was true. But apparently the only place you can find bulls in this city are zoos. Such is the absurdity of this modern era.
Somebody pinch me.
It was fun. We got to look at lizards with the creator of Solid Lizard himself. I've never felt so alive. But somewhere between the reptile exhibit and the face painting booth, we lost him. How does that even happen? It's not our fault. Celebrities are slippery, and we were very excited about face painting. You only had to keep track of one fucking guy. Liam, you don't get it. They painted my face like a tiger. Like a tiger! Can you imagine that? You'd better help them find Hayato Kamada before the panel starts. He's probably gotten back to his game's roots, going full stealth mode. Look for boxes moving conspicuously. Compare notes with Kamada's stalker. Every celebrity's got a stalker that knows their every move. We're gonna go with the boxes. It's a classic. Great idea. You all start looking for boxes. You lose precious minutes and find no Kamada. This is not working. Of course it isn't. It was an absurd idea. That's never stopped us before. None of you noticed Hayato Kamada emerge from a nearby box until he shoots Liam in the leg. Yes, I remember this from the demo months ago. This is the option I chose, but because it was the demo and not the full game. We need to get like all of the scenarios. Oh, my leg. I win! You win what? The most famous asshole to ever shoot me award? No, I win at hide and seek. I was playing with Dog and Omen. Ah, yes, and then I suggested we raise the stakes by betting that he could not shoot Liam in the leg before we found him.
Ooh, I fucking love this.
This is the best $40 I have ever spent. Right. Gosh, how did I forget about that? Do not berate yourself, Doug. Today was an eventful day, and being a volunteer is stressful. True, stress is the real stealthy killer, isn't it? Haha. No, it isn't. Maniacs hiding in boxes and shooting people in the leg is. This was awesome! Thanks for doing this with me. Lately, all of my games are about carrying boxes. I forget how fun it is to hide inside a box and to shoot people. I'm so glad you had fun, Mr. Kamada. We can play again anytime you want. What? No. Come on, Liam. Be a good sport. The panel is saved, and later you play more hide and seek without shooting Liam, so even he has fun. You gain 2 fun and lose 2 smarts. Time to get some fresh air.
I
Okay.
guess I could sit for a while.
So we've got these two. So I think if I sit at one of these empty tables. Yes, that unlocks the call option with these people that I have unlocked so far. Miranda, Scott, and Vera from the first game. We've got to go with Yay. She is me. I want to be her, except successful at selling my art at cons. We've got Bruce the Hugger, Gerard, Sawyer, and Suzanne. But we are going with Yang Yang. You invite Yang Yang to the Fanzine Velder to join you at the con. Of course! Will you help me sell my fanzines? Sure. Great! Get some cash ready, I'll bring them ASAP! Yang Yang, tell us, what is your type? I'm a DIY gal. I love making stuff on my own, but it'd be nice to have someone to exchange cool ideas for zines and other art projects with, and who knows, maybe collaborating on a fanzine could mean we end up having a different type of collaboration. Got it? Yay?
This can't be that hard.
Love isn't the only thing you're chasing at this con. You've also got a comic to finish. Time to brainstorm. What trend from the early 2000s should come back already? Only needing to learn like stream memes and force slang words and how it sounds cool. People actually seeking revenge. Delicious tobacco. Why did this trend die out? Wearing pants. Let's go with revenge. Yes, more bold. What's your strongest asset when on a first date? You taste like a pumpkin spice latte. You have strong yet graceful knees. Your eyes are soulless, almost as if they were 2 sexy empty holes. You can transform into a tiger. I want to see where this goes in the comic we're making. Time to get back to the con.
But there's too many options.
Okay. Straight to the merch hall. You find a portrait artist at the artist alley. Apparently he can accurately portray your soul. You've always wondered what your soul looks like. Buff, small, and cute? Hey, maybe it's ginger head. No, it's just you with a weird blue glow around you. But hey, that glow sure adds 2 charm to your looks. Later, you're waiting for Yang Yang as you two made plans to explore the con together, but she hasn't shown up yet. Eventually, she calls you. I'm so sorry, but I'm having a problem at the printing shop. Can you come help me? Who would Yellow be if not everyone's go-to Mr. Fix-It? You go to the shop and find Yang Yang holding up the line to the printer. Yeah, and I changed her voice for this run because I'm hoping to have more interactions like this with her, and doing the voice I gave her before gets weird after a while. Hiya! So yeah, I was trying to print some extra zines real quick because I sold more copies than I planned for. I never thought I'd sell more than 8 zines. Is this how stardom feels? Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Good for you. What's going on with the printer, though? I don't know. We've tried everything, but it's not working. I have a theory, though. It could be bunnies. I think someone's living inside this printer. What? I know it sounds crazy, but look. Yang Yang types, is there someone living in this printer, into the, Yang Yang types, is there someone living in this computer, in this printer, into the computer and prints it. A page prints out and it reads, no. Okay, yeah, that's suspicious. I don't know what to do. The zines are selling like hotcakes and I should strike where the iron's hot, but how am I supposed to print anything like this? Truly a conundrum. Printer squatter or not, you got to help Yang Yang print some zines. Read section 7BX11 of the printer's manual. What to do if someone lives inside this printer. Reject modernity. Embrace tradition. Hire a monastery to transcribe 50 copies of the zine by hand. Okay, let's go with this one. Oh, okay, guess this is a common problem. The Fast Print PhotoSmart 420 series, yeah, is designed to be reliable and easy to use, but unfortunately its roominess results in occasional squatters. Common squatters include printer goblins, ink mites, sentient origami animals, and Dave. Who's Dave? Question, who's Dave? Answer, a former engineer who holds a grudge after being fired for constantly heating up salmon in the office microwave. Yang Yang boots up the computer and prints a document saying, "Are you Dave?" Who's asking? Is this Shihan? I told you I wasn't coming out until I got my goddamn severance package. No, this is Yang Yang, and I kinda gotta print some zines. You're looking at a star in the making. So, what's it gonna take to get you out of here? I want a gluten-free salmon pizza with extra lemons. You have it until I'm done eating. Deal! Yang Yang orders the pizza, and a grubby man who reeks of fish comes barreling out of the printer to work it down. Yay, we did it! For once, reading the user manual paid off. Indeed, you print Yang Yang zines and lose 2 creativity, but you gain 2 smarts for reading the instructions.
My turn? Really?
Okay. So we've got to do the hotel and outdoors and the lobby. So let's go to the hotel and outdoors first. Oh, his little shadow guy's helping him with the bell. Oh, so cute. You get an ice cream cone at the food stand. Damn, you ate it too fast. Brain freeze. You feel like you can't move. You stand still for what seems like ages. The entire con passes in front of you. You imagine everything you'll miss out on now that you're forever frozen. Suddenly, the brain freeze passes. After such a traumatic experience, your neural pathways have been changed forever, effectively giving you 2 creativity. Sometime later, you're chilling in a hotel bar with Omen and Doug. The bartender brings over your next round of drinks. Thank you! These look delicious! Doug, I am quite sure that this is not the drink you ordered.
Yo.
I know, but it's fine. I don't want to bother the bartender. Inadmissible. No friend of mine shall drink anything other than their preferred beverage. Omen grabs Doug's drink and throws it at the wall, shattering it. Oi! You gave my friend a drink he did not want. Shame on you and on whatever unfortunate souls are sired into your despicable bloodline.
Ramble before me.
Bring him a Bahama Mama with a silly straw, and if you get it wrong again, the next thing I shall shatter is your skull. Dang, Omen, I really admire your assertiveness. I wish I had your confidence. Why, thank you, Doug. I quite like your penchant for giving me compliments. One might even say it is your best feature. As for your wish to be confident, there are a few better ways to build one's confidence than a bar brawl. Observe. Wait, no! Omen throws a chair at the beefiest guy in the bar.
Count your days, fuckers.
What did you say about my mother, you fiend? Have at thee! She fights clearly in her element. You're not worried about yourself either. You've got a pocket full of sand and a thirst for violence. Pocket sand! Rather have hot bacon, but Doug, on the other hand,
Crap, crap, crap.
crap, how do I make a fist? If I break my ribs, can I call a timeout? I don't know the etiquette here. Well, let's just say he's not a born fighter, but you still want to help his confidence, so maybe there's another way for him to participate in the brawl. He can be the one who keeps score with added commentary. He can hype everyone up by adding spectacular sound effects to the brawl. Let's go with the color commentary here. Does that mean Doug's narrating this one? Sweet, then I'm going on break. Later. Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner of the bar, we have the undefeatable Omen in all of her post-defeat glow-up glory. Fuck yeah, bitches! I'm in my redemption era now! And over there we've got Yellow, the crazy kook throwing sand in people's eyes. I didn't come to fuck around. Some listeners might assume that Omen, having half the arms, would be half the fighter, but she easily holds her own with her mastery of the flamethrower. Die! Yellow's fighting style is scrappier and more erratic, but his drunkenness has somehow made his technique more effective.
Huh?
Or maybe everyone else is just drunker? It's hard to say. Alright, it looks like the final victims are falling, and the winning fighter is Omen with 9 kills.
Glorious!
Mwahahaha! I reign supreme. Doug, are you going to tell the Redemption Arc program about this? I fear it will impede my progress. Nah, once I get a few more of these Bahama Mamas in me, I'm sure I won't remember any of this at all. You're going to drink more Bahama Mamas? You're a mad lad today.
That was epic.
It's all thanks to Yellow. I don't know why, but I'm thinking I'm supposed to reward him with 2 fun and 2 -2 creativity. Woohoo!
But I'm not prepared.
Okay, off to the lobby. Walking around the lobby, you see a kid tripping over and scratching his knees. Stupid kids, when will they learn? Still, you take pity on him and try to comfort him. You tell him not to cry, for there are worse things than scratching your knees. Things like war, famine, or that time you forgot your pants at home. Fuck, why did you have to remember that? Now you're crying too. After 15 minutes of bawling your eyes out, you decide to be brave and go on with your life, unlike this stupid wimpy kid. Way to go! You gain 2 boldness. Omen and Doug are running the first aid booth to fill their con volunteer hours. You and Nico decide to go visit them.
Paging Dr. Nico.
Thanks for letting me chill with you guys. Watching all this first aid is a great opportunity for me to practice my doctor character. Good. I'm just happy today's been slow. No medical emergencies in sight. Somebody help me! I'm having a medical emergency.
Shut up.
Oh, pipe down, you're fine. I'm literally holding my intestines in my hands. So, rub some dirt on it and walk off. Is there a doctor here or what? I'm bleeding out over here. The on-site doctor is at the furry meetup on floor 3 right now. Me. I'm a doctor.
That doesn't really add up.
Aren't you just cosplaying one? Exactly! The fact that I'm cosplaying as a doctor just when this person needs one is probably fate telling me that I'm ready for my big role. Nico, this guy's really hurt. He needs a real doctor. Doug, think about it. Is there really any difference between a doctor and someone who cosplays one really well? An academic degree and years of training. Gosh, Nico. This is Nico we're talking about. Logic isn't gonna convince them. Do something to stop them from accidentally killing this guy before the real doctor comes back. Convince the injured person to cosplay someone as someone healthy so Nico doesn't malpractice them to death. Only one thing stops TV doctors from doing their job: relationship drama. Introduce a love interest and a will they won't they plot to keep Nico too busy to commit manslaughter. We're going with that one.
Well, that's my cue.
Alright, since there's no more conscientious objectors, I'm gonna prep for surgery. We better do this fast. Who's playing the love interest? Me, high school improv club, don't fail me now. Perfect, you'll be Dr. Doug, the sensitive cardiology surgeon with only one heart he can't fix, his own.
Oh, how dull.
That is boring. The love interest should at least be someone with interesting, like a badass ninja with an even more badass katana. You politely ignore Omen as you scribble Doug's script and send him out to dazzle Nico.
I'm Doug.
Good afternoon, Dr. Nico. It's me, Dr. Doug, your colleague and will they won't they friend of 8 years. How are you? Ah, Dr. Doug. It's always a relief to see your smiling face in these grim halls.
Can't save them all.
Why can't we save them all, Doctor? If we can't save them, how can we ever save ourselves? Line? Cower in fear, the katana of the night has arrived. A ninja! Get me a scalpel, Dr. Doug. I'll give this darn villain a cardiovascular laceration that not even you could stitch back together. You cannot defeat me. I have the power of the blade and anime on my side. Hiya! Oh my god, I need a drink. Line, please? What the fuck is going on here? Cries the real doctor, who has arrived still in his fursuit. Is that child bleeding out? Be quiet, sir! You're talking over the big love triangle scene! Sadly, today's episode of Dr. Nico, Love in the Time of Ninjas, will be interrupted by this emergency surgery, but you still earn 2 creativity, but lose 2 charm.
Are you sure it's my turn?
Okay. So, we're going to go with smarts or fun. Those are both the highest. Let's go with the main. Let's go with the main state. Oh, I really like Community Zone. You're feeling lucky, so you enter a Poker 2 tournament. These nerds sure play hard. You get a Royal Flush, which would be great if one of the other players didn't play Zakrant, commander of the Nether Galaxy. Lucky for you, you had a Helmet of Chaos up your sleeve. You equip it on your Royal Flush and beat the shit out of Zakrant. Heck yeah. All this nonsense makes gambling at least too fun. Omen and Doug are assigned to judge the competitive tarot tournament. You and Zoe have time to kill and decide to tag along. Yeah, judges, we need a ruling over here.
Doug, con volunteer.
What's the problem? I ran a competitive tarot club in middle school, so I can probably help. My opponent cheated. He played a 9 of Wands, which can only be played during the fortune phase if it's in a future position. Unless I have an elliptical cosmic guardian on the battlefield, which I do. She's lying to try and get me disqualified. Okay, I have no idea what most of those words meant. The meta's changed a lot since my day. But I've got a copy of the rulebook. It's only 74 pages long. I bet I'll get the gist of it if I speed read. BRB. Who played this card here? I admire its avatar's rippling pectorals. I played it. It's my Mercury card. I see. You should will. This Mercury avatar is hot, both in the attractive way and the closest planet to the sun way. Oh, what about this one? What's this guardian called? Venus, according to the text printed beneath that boobily-breasted bust of a cosmic woman. Yeah, she's sexy. I ship her with Mercury. Their ship name will be Summer Lovin'. All of this is irrelevant to the card game.
Are you for real?
Their love isn't irrelevant to me. This conversation is cutting into your valuable flirting with your friends time. Figure out which player cheated so everyone will move on. Liar, liar, pants on fire, right? Throw a lit match in the player's pants and see who burns. Conduct a karma audit on the alleged cheater to see if his karma has recently been deducted for cheating. This one seems like it would be a fun... We're gonna set someone on fire. Zoe, would it be morally permissible to light someone on fire in this context? I mean, the saying does go like that, and I don't think it's evil if it's in the name of an investigation.
Yes.
Yes! Give me some matches! Omen lights both of the players' pants on fire. They howl and rise in burning agony. Gasp! Gasp indeed! Fire is so breathtakingly beautiful. Oh no, I was gasping at the plot twist. Both of them cheated.
Gag upon your bitter failure.
Despicable! You deserve your horrid fate, you filthy cheaters! Let's use this as a teachable moment to remember that cheaters never prosper, Omen. I see that clearly now. We should have more teachable moments involving fire. I found the rule. The Elliptical Guardian does allow the 9 of Wands to be played during the fortune phase, but not if Venus is also in play. He did cheat. Yeah, duh. They both cheated. Look, they are both liars with flammable pants.
Golly.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I think you're better off not playing this game anymore, bud. Just look what happened to these two. You all decide to treat yourselves to some takoyaki to celebrate being great judges. Oh god, I would kill some for some takoyaki right now. You gain 2 boldness and lose 2 smarts. It's shopping time. Hey there, fancy a mystery box? Nobody knows what's in them, so pick one and we'll both find out. Okay, so I'm gonna go slowly, so if you want to pause and read what these are, I'm not gonna read the whole thing again. So we've got Dull Daniel Does Nothing, Stats But Now They're People, Zodiac Thirst Cosmic Office, Buff Bugs, Landmarks in Love, My Weird Little Village, and Major Arcana No Mercy. So at the moment, we're trying to collect all of the Stats But Now They're People because it's the meta option for this game, and I want all 6 figurines. Well, 5 figurines. Anyway, I want all of them because I want to make them in person. Ooh, we got Bold Bertha, All stats go up to 99. Enjoy. How pathetic. Now be a doll and scram, won't you?
I brought extra markers.
Another day, another morning to devote to the comic you're working on. Time to brainstorm. What's a red flag you can't let slide on a first date? They lack street smarts. They don't own even a single cow, reducing the chances of having tasty, chalky milk whenever you want. Their appealing cooking skills are a lie as they're being controlled by a rat under their hat. They happen to live in the sewers, which probably affects their personal hygiene. If you don't have a cow, I'm not gonna date you. Why haven't you finished that big project you told everyone about? You want to fuck a lot of people first. An ancient curse. A creature living under your bed told you that you should wait. You don't want to be rude to the bed creature. Big Oil is pressuring you not to. They probably feel threatened by you, as they should. We're gonna go with an ancient curse.
I'm scared of big crowds.
Okay, with all of the stats being so high, I could probably literally ask any character for a date and get the special ending. But we're going with myself. It's been a while since we've been to the main stage, so let's go there. You sit down to watch a panel on how to break the ice and make friends at cons. The panelist admits they have no idea. They hoped hosting a panel would force them into being more social. What an honest fella. During the Q&A, a group asks the panelists if they want to join them for some dinner and drinks. It did work! You gain 2 smarts for learning this cool trick to break ice. Next year, you may host a panel yourself. Then you meet up with Doug, Zoe, and Omel to get autographs from a famous anime voice actor.
Oh, how dull.
This is asinine. Obtaining some random motherfucker's signature is not worth waiting in line for an hour and 45 minutes. Oh no, is that how long we've been here? We're gonna miss the panel we wanted to see. Shit, you're right. There's only one thing to do. We gotta cut the line. What? But cutting is so mean! It's the only way to get the autograph and see the panel. We have literally no other choice here. I could be persuaded to do something mean, but will this not taint my redemption arc? Well, you were bent on world domination before? Line cutting is less evil than that. That's character growth, baby.
Oh, jeez.
What about me? I never did evil stuff before. Is my character shrinking? Nope. For you, Doug, this is an unexpected but welcome anti-hero moment that makes you more complex and cool. Oh, nice. But Zoe, you are also in the Redemption Arc program. Is this also progressing to a lesser evil for you? You and Zoe lock eyes, recalling her past attempts to destroy all of reality. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'd say so. Then line cutting it is, but how will you do it without getting called out? Plant fake memories in a stranger's subconscious that your old friends to make them think they were saving a place in line for you. Just start a second line. If anyone dares to question your ruse, just laugh and say, "Ha, of course you would know about the VIP line." Let's go with the VIP line.
I like this idea.
That is bold. An excellent idea. I love lying and making others feel inferior to me. Are you sure we can pull it off, though? Being a VIP member sounds wicked cool, like level 12 coolness at least. I don't think I can swing that. Sure you can. You just gotta fake it till you make it. Coolness is 95% aura and 5% awesome sunglasses. You all walk up and assert a VIP line next to the regular one. Excuse me, you just cut all of us? Oh, you mean you didn't get invited to the VIP line? How embarrassing for you. What? I've never heard of this. What qualifies someone to get into a VIP line invite?
Pathetic.
Not being a lame fucking loser like yourself. Huh. Only someone who's not cool enough for the VIP line would even think to ask that question. Well, why do you four get to be here? You don't look that cool. After a moment's hesitation, Doug reaches into his pocket and slips on some dark sunglasses.
Oh.
What about now, bitch? I'm sorry, I know I should do this in the voice I gave for her, but I can't help but go, yo, get him, Doug! Doug cursing while wearing sunglasses is easily the coolest shit anyone's ever seen. It's cool enough to convince security to let you VIPs to get your autographs first. Then you all head to the panel, con etiquette, how to con the right way. The irony is lost on you, but you still gain 2 charm and lose 2 smarts.
But there's too many options.
Okay. So, community zone. You check out the games going on at the community zone, and you find an area dedicated to retro video games. You start by playing some N64 games, then you go further back in time to play the original Super Mario, where Mario is a dick. You round out your playing session by playing checkers and the world game of Your Mesopotamian gamer skills grant you 2 fun. You follow the sounds of what you think is a rap battle, but instead find a fast-talking auctioneer leading a rare merchandise sale. And your 200 for the first edition She-Hulk Wonder Boy comics. Going once, going twice, $2.50! Sold to the slam with a pocket full of pennies. Doug, you doofus, you overpaid. The comic's cover clearly states it is worth a mere 40 cents. I know, it's weird, but my year of mortality has taught me that overpaying for stuff is a staple in con culture.
I gotta have it.
Right, diehard collectors would kill for a comic book like this. Really? People killed for this shit? These must be powerful artifacts indeed. The next item up for bid is a 2013 Kill la Kill figurine, complete with mint condition removable panties. Wow, saying that super fast is the tongue twister. Ooh, booba. I offer you $1 million for the over-sexualized plastic woman. Whoa, it's sold to this big spender in row H, no refunds. Mwahaha! Cower in fear. I, the undefeatable Omen, have laid claim to the indomitable boobs. Tell me, what power does this rare, glorious totem possess? None, besides the power to make diehard collectors cream their jeans, I guess. I'm wearing shorts, actually. I mean, what? That's it? Then what the fuck did I buy it for? Do you know how many doomsday devices I could have bought with that money? Oof, unless you want to listen to Omen bitch about this for the rest of the day, you should convince them that this anime figurine was a good investment. It's a powerful morale booster. If you start it with intent, you'll feel a strong motivation filling your body. Ha ha ha! Isn't it the ultimate weapon? The high boob mask increases its bluntness, while the nipples masterfully sculpted under the lingerie can easily poke an eye out. Okay, transforming it into a weapon would be more Omen style, so let's Let's go for it.
Fascinating.
Interesting. I'll need to verify that claim. Omen turns to the nearest bystander and beats the snot out of them with the figurine. Omen, stop it! It's for science, Zoe. I've got them. Doug scoops up Omen like a misbehaving purse dog and carries them away from their victim.
Ooh, I fucking love this.
I must say it is not a bad weapon at all. People seem to be too distracted by its breasts to properly dodge my attacks. But Omen, beating people to a pulp is not redeemed villain behavior.
Oh.
Yeah, hot waifu should be used for good, not evil. Otherwise, where would we be as a horny society? While you're discussing this, you notice some random guy staring at Omen. So, are you not hitting people with that figurine anymore? No, it's evil, apparently, just like all of my other favorite pastimes. But I'd be okay with it. I'd give you $5 if you beat me up. Is this a sex thing? Yes. Good to know. Later, Omen spends their $5 on a milkshake. They seem content not to use the figurine for violence, but appreciate that the figurine can be used for violence in a pinch. Progress. You gain 2 boldness and lose 2 fun.
You sure it's my turn?
Okay. Okay, so 2 more to go. We got 100% do the merch hall. Always gotta do the merch hall now in this run. Oh, this again. You find a stand at the merch hall that sells hyper-realistic VR headsets. You buy one immediately. VR is the future. You put it on and you see your surroundings. Yep, it's a scam. The headset is basically a football helmet and a pair of glasses. No refunds allowed, but the headset looks good on you, like too charm good. Later, you, Nico, Omen, and Doug are checking out the Rigged Carnival Games section of the con when you find a stand featuring a shallow pond of goldfish.
Stop this nonsense now.
Oh, are we getting to the scene? Let's talk. Oh, because there's a scene in the end credits with the goldfish pond. And the guy trying to get it with the little thingy. Oh, hopefully this is the scene. What fresh bullshit is this? It's goldfish scooping. If you manage to catch a fish with a paper net, you win the fish as a prize. It looks cool in anime, but in reality, I feel kind of bad for the fish. We need to get them out of there. Yeah.
Such is the way of the play.
I believe in you, my young pupil. A paper net and your will of fire are the tools in which you can change these fish's fate. I'll save you, little buddies. I can do this. Focus, Doug. Feel the movement of the water. Sense the goldfish's intent before it senses you. Doug tries to feel the water or whatever, but alas, his paper net rips on the first try.
Aww.
I failed them. Ha, you suck. I bet I could scoop up a puny fish with one severed arm and chains wrapped around my whole body. Omen is in fact wrong.
Count your days, fuckers.
Fuck off, you stupid fish! Good luck escaping my fists! Peace, young Omen. Anger dulls the reflexes. How can you lend the fish a hand if you close your fist? Omen is punching the water, while Liko seems set on just giving fake cheap advice. Stay calm, fishies! We're coming for you! Your friends are collectively losing it. It's up to you to free at least one of these fish. Can you do it? Write a very convincing eviction notice to make the fish vacate the pond. To catch a fish, you need to think like a fish. It's time to go message. we're gonna go here. You draft a flawless eviction notice and show it to your friends. Dear Aquatic Tenants, per the terms of your leasing agreement, you have violated the following terms. 1. No public nudity. I mean, yeah, I guess. 2. No keeping pets. What pets do they have? Each other. Goldfish are pets. 3. No cannibalism. Fishes do that? Some do, yes. Impressive. You have 30 days to vacate this pond or face heavy fines, which can be paid in pretty shells, pearls, and microplastics. You drop the letter in the pool. The fish all turn to it with interest, and then largely ignore it because they're goldfish and they can't read. But the letter distracts them enough to let you scoop one up with a paperlet real quick. You did it! You're a hero, Yellow!
Dang.
And also a landlord. How ironic. You gain 2 charm for saving a fish with your convincing letter, but you lose 2 creativity.
My turn? Really?
Let's go to the hotel and outdoors. You decide to hit the... Oh, crap. I am so sorry. We missed all of that fishy thing. Okay. You decide to hit the hotel bar for a cocktail because you're classy like that. It's a pity you don't know shit about cocktails. When the waiter comes, you panic and order a made-up cocktails like a twisted torso, a hug on the hill, and a vacuum cleaner. What do you know? They do have these cocktails. You prove your credentials as a cocktail connoisseur, and you get totally shit-faced thanks to your +2 creativity for coming up with drink names. You head back to the hotel rooms to recharge for a bit, but you find Doug and Nico doing some sort of guided meditation while Omen naps. Battleship, 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 Oh man, I messed up again. I'll never get it at this rate. You ask what the it he is trying to get is, because so far you have no clue. We're training. You know the game Battleship? I signed up for a tournament later today, but all the competitors are super intense. Tattoos and scars everywhere. They kept selling really smart sounding things like, yes, I used to favor the Sea Rat opening, but I've been more inclined towards the Tropical Storm Gambit as of late. And they all had really brightly colored hair, not a single disposable background character in sight. Doug was a bit nervous since he doesn't even technically have hair, but I told him not to worry. There's no challenge that can't be overcome with a quick training arc. Nico, I cannot sleep through your foolishness any longer. Doug doesn't need friendship, he needs tutelage from an expert military commander. Me. Oh my god, she is adorable. Let's head to the port. I will need to inspect your battleship fleet if I am to give you proper naval advice. There aren't actually any real battleships involved. We use these little game pieces, see? And we wage battle by throwing them at each other with violence? It's not really a real battle either. We mostly say letters and numbers at each other.
What?
Well, that's stupid. Let's try the meditation again. You were super close to cracking it. I don't know. I think I need something more if I want to stand a chance. Yellow, do you know any good battleship tactics? Emotional warfare. Every time they hit one of your ships, tell the opponent the names of the naval officers they just killed. Peek at the opponent's grid. The game provides such weak protection from peeking that you can't understand why no one's exploited this already. They have, it's against the rules. Let's go with emotional warfare, because that sounds hilarious. He decided to practice by having Nico play against Doug and execute this tactic.
Huh?
Okay, I'm gonna start with B4. Him. Rest in peace, Captain Pollard. He was a beloved leader and only a week from retirement. What? I mean, I don't care. It's just a made-up person, right? Sure. Tell that to his wife. I just had to ring the family. Maybe you could give the news. Hello, Mrs. Pollard. I'm afraid my friend Doug here has something to tell you. No, I'm not good at phone calls. Oh God, hello? I'm very so sorry, but your husband here... Cease your whimpering and get on with blowing up innocents. Make your next move. Okay, B5? Hit again. That was our doctor, Mr. Steffens. He was a peaceful man and only joined the Navy to search for his missing brother. No relatives to call for this one. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. Go again, Doug. Try to get another doctor. I'm gonna go for... Fudge, I hope I miss. B6? You sank my battleship. Everyone on board perished, including little Tommy Parker. He was only 17. He lied about his age to fight for his country. 17, huh? Hey, doesn't that basically make you some kind of child murderer, Doug?
No.
No, I didn't mean to. I surrender. No more bloodshed, please. I like this strategy. Effective, and you get to see your opponent cry. Doug, this is amazing. I can't wait to see you destroy the competition with this new strat. I don't think I want to play this game anymore. But gosh, winning a tournament sounds so cool. You gain 2 charm for relying on emotional warfare, but lose 2 fun. In time, Doug's desire to win at something will trump the guilt of murdering fictional people. Okay. Time to phone a friend.
Nice to get a break.
So I love you all, but we're gonna phone a friend. Ooh. 3. Oh, so cute. Little Chibi Her is so adorable and so easy to make. I need to make this sculpture now. You and Yang Yang decide to visit an art museum. She's instantly inspired by the art, so she gets to work on a zine right there and then. Turns out she's inspired in a fuck the Western canon way, so her rendition of some of the artworks is rather punk rock, for lack of a better word. Oh, that's so cute!
I brought extra sketchbooks.
And all of a sudden, it's time for the last brainstorming session for your comic. Where did the time go? What's legal but should be illegal? Telling people Santa isn't real, people deserve magic in their lives. Getting a tattoo of someone else's mom. Just get a tattoo of a skull, it's cooler, and you can always pretend it's the skull of someone else's mom. Stealing someone's identity, nothing is as attractive as being yourself, except maybe being someone more attractive. I gotta rethink this one. Misusing internet slang. If you're not in on the joke, don't even try. We're gonna go with this one. Underrated activities for a third date. Punching cherry trees until they blossom just for you and your date. Practice for the test you gotta pass to get your kissing license. It's a thing. Studying contraception. You'll look responsible while also hinting that you wanna fuck. Reading chapter 53 from Don Quixote's second volume, a truly thrilling page-turner. I want to go with this one. We're gonna go with kissing license, because I want to see that drawn out. Okay, last day.
You sure
Booyah.
it's my turn?
We're gonna go straight to the merch hall this time. You buy a cool t-shirt which features the entire JoJo family tree. Needless to say, it's several sizes too big for you. You get back to the stand to return it, but the vendor doesn't take refunds. Unacceptable. What he can give you is a free JoJo pose. You take it, it forces the limits of your flexibility, but you gain 2 charm from striking such a pose. Ooh! As the con draws to a close, you'll be getting a lot closer to Yang Yang. She's decided to invite you to her apartment tonight. Hi, come on in. She leads you into her living room. You notice that the room is covered in handmade blankets and her wall art is made of upcycled cans and bottles. Also, her TV appears to be a puppet show stage with sock puppets dressed as the Seinfeld characters. Your decor is interesting. Do you love it or do you love it? I made it all myself. Including the sofa? Especially the sofa! But please don't sit on it. The paper mache hasn't finished drying. Oh, okay. I'm really into DIY projects. Why buy what you can make, you know? In an era of hyper-consumerism, it's way more ethical to make your own clothes and furniture. And it's more fun. I'd rather have a one-of-a-kind sofa made of glue and shredded newspaper than whatever IKEA is rolling off the conveyor belts. I feel you. DIY is awesome. And I love a lady who's good with her hands. Oh yeah! Oh thanks! So what sorts of DIY projects do you like to do? You were just trying to butter Yang Yang up. It's not like you can actually do anything with your hands. But now she's all hyped, so you can't backtrack now. Time to impress her with your DIY hobby. DIY living bees. You've read that you can make your own tiny people via a method called the Hanky Panky. DIY pharmaceuticals. I kind of want to go with the pharmaceuticals. Let's see what happens. Yes! Whoa, good for you! It's high time Big Pharma shared a piece of the pie with the little man. Do you mind showing me your setup? Sure, you take Yang Yang back to your hotel room because you never leave home without your DIY pharmaceuticals kit. Wow, this looks elaborate. What kind of stuff do you prepare? I'm still learning the ropes. I tried to make ibuprofen, but it came out as meth. Oh, I guess that counts as a partial success. I hope so, because then I also tried to make homemade shampoo, and it came out like meth too. Oh, wow. And you know what's amazing? I tried to make some moisturizer, and... Don't tell me you got meth. Exactly. Where do you get the recipes for your pharmaceuticals? I don't know, some website. You show Yang Yang the website. It's full of recipes for meth. Well, if nothing else, I can tell you really have a DIY spirit. Also, it's not like Big Pharma's about dealing amphetamines. The difference is that they gatekeep it behind a ton of referrals and make it a pain to refill my ADHD meds. Yeah, fuck 'em. So, can I have some of your ibuprofen? Sure. You and Yang Yang pass a fun romantic evening cooking up the good stuff. You gain 2 smarts for sticking it to Big Pharma, but you also lose 2 fun.
Really?
Okay, let's go to the community zone now. At the community zone, you find several 5D chess matches going on at the same time. Time to prove your smarts to this whole con. You play 5 matches at the same time. You make fast decisions, going from chess table to chess table. Everyone's impressed. Until you realize you lost all chess matches in just a few moves. Well, you may have gained 0 smarts, but you surely gained 2 fun. Time to flex your writing muscles. You're attending a workshop hosted by Zoe, author of Liam Prom, her popular fanfic about a world where everyone is Liam.
Zoe enters the scene.
Thanks for coming, everyone. I'm going to share some writing tips, then you'll all get to flash write some fics of your own. Isn't that exciting? I'm so nervous. Zoe's such a good writer. What if she hates my work and stops being my friend and shadow bans me from reading Liam Prom ever again?
Fear not, pathetic mortals.
Fear not, Doug. You've trailed for this. The thousands of pages of fan fiction you've consumed were all leading up to this moment. Some quick and dirty tips are, well, to keep your fic quick and dirty. Write as much as you want for the rough draft, then cut the excess and keep the sexy parts. Also, don't be afraid to get weird with it. The readers come into your house, and if they don't like how you decorated the place, they can leave. Finally, never forget the lube. That's writing advice and good life advice in general. Now get writing. Stir my heart and my loins. I'll be around to check on you.
Oh.
I looped up my keyboard, but I keep making typos, and I still don't have a good fanfic idea. I've got one. You should write a 2-page essay on all of the good deeds I did this week. I'm not doing your homework for the Redemption Arc program, Omen. Why not? It would be fictional. It fits the criteria. Surely you can do better than that. Suggest a fanfic for Doug to write. 9 to 5 Dungeon, a slice of life about Doug working in an office job as a low-level monster in a dungeon. Bad artists copy, good artists steal. You heard of Liam Prom, now it's time for OmenCon. Oh my good... I need to see what OmenCon would be all about. I want both of these. I need both of these scenarios. But we're gonna go with this one. I love it! The superior OmenCon will crush the puny Liam Prom. That scrawny motherfucker better count his days. Haha, maybe, but we need to write it first. Got any character ideas to help me get started? I mean, you gotta throw a Garfield Omen in there. Bitches love Garfield. It's me, I'm bitches. What about a lactose intolerant Omen? She loves ice cream, but every day she fights an internal battle to endure the dairy farts. Why? Because farts are funny. Tell me a well-timed fart sound isn't the peak of humor. A fart sound is not the peak of... Fart sound?
That was clever indeed.
Heh, fine, you win this round. Okay, but we're not forgetting about Garfield Omen, right? That was $1 million idea. Oh, I've got an idea for the protagonist. Good Omen. What the fuck is a good Omen? You know, an Omen who isn't evil. And now they've learned that they're a bad guy in most realities, so...
Genius.
So the other Omens lead them down the path of villainy in the ultimate unredemption arc. Brilliant! I'm impressed, Doug. At this rate, you'll be the one running this workshop next year.
Aww.
Aw, I can never take your spot. Also, public speaking makes me want to throw up. You all spend the rest of the workshop pitching ideas for Omens. Good Omen, Bikini Omen, Marxist Omen, Pizza Omen, and yes, even Garfield Omen. You gain 2 creativity for it, but you lose 2 boldness.
I'm scared of big crowds.
Okay, 2 more left. Let's go to the main stage. You're sitting at the main stage for a panel titled Are Dating Sims Back? The stage is empty. After a few minutes, a shy-looking guy approaches the mic and says, they're not because they never left to begin with. Yay! The audience goes crazy. Crazy for dating sims. You gain 2 smarts for learning dating sims will never stop being cool. Afterward, you, Omen, April, and Doug go to see an orchestra perform the score from Skyrim. All you need to do is find a place to sit.
Hey,
Hey, I found some empty seats. Let's sit here. Sorry, but you can't. I'm actually saving that seat for my friend who's in the bathroom. You are saving this seat? Do you mean to imply that sitting in any other chair would be unsafe? No, saving seats is just a thing friends do for each other. It's fine, so we can sit further down. Sorry, I'm saving those seats too for my other friends. They're also in the bathroom. Okay, no problem. What about these seats? Nope, I'm saving those for my friend and his cousin. Or maybe he said she was his fiance. They're in the bathroom at any rate. Then they can view the concert from the toilets that they're so obsessed with. Give me a safe seat in which to park my ass or prepare to die. No, Omen, you can't kill him. Because I'm gonna murder him first, and then I'm gonna eat his guts. Nom nom. Honk honk. Okay, getting this guy to give up his seats is quickly becoming a life or death situation. Convince him to let you sit. Are you sure you're already at the saving seat stage of friendship? Maybe this is a bit too much and it'll make your friendship awkward. We're better friends than your friends. We have Lambos. Some of us have more than one. Oh, Lambos. Let's see what this says. Are you sure you're already at the saving seat stage of friendship? Really? I didn't know there were stages of friendship. Of course there are. Stage 1 is sending each other funny memes. Stage 2 is going out to eat together. Stage 3 is finally sharing the deep stuff, like how your balloon kink might be tied to your mommy issues. Oh yes, we know all about your mommy issues from our first playthrough, April. You poor thing. Anyway, seat saving is stage 4. Oh man, I don't even think I'm at stage 1 yet. I haven't sent my friends any funny memes.
I can help.
I can help. I have a funny meme saved just in case I ever make a new friend. What are your friends' phone numbers? I don't know. I come to think of it, I don't even know their numbers or their names for that matter. Oh, well, case solved then. It's still too soon for you to save seats for them. Gotcha. Thank goodness I ran into you all so you could set me straight. I'm gonna go find my friends and start at stage 0, telling them my name. He leaves and you can finally sit and enjoy the concert with your friends. Hey, since it got brought up, are we at the saving seat stage in our friendship? Of course we are, silly goose. We know each other's names and everything. Doug, if someone tried to take your seat, I would rip their heart out and eat it raw. Aw, thanks. How sweet. You gain 2 charm from the magic of seat-saving level friendship, but lose 2 fun.
But there's too many options.
Okay. Lobby. Let's see what happens at the hotel. You head to the front desk of the hotel to ask for an extra towel. They give you one. You're drunk with power, so you decide to test how many extra towels you can ask for before they tell you to stop. You manage to get 14 extra towels. Huh, what can you do with this many towels? You only needed 1. You decide to build a towel fort in your hotel room. You gain 2 creativity from such a magnificent architectural endeavor. Later, you're having a lovely time playing cards with Omen and Doug in the hotel room.
Hello.
Man, I'm getting hungry. You guys want to order room service? Room what? Room service. You order off a menu and the food gets brought to your room. You can just request food into the ether and have it delivered to your door? I take everything back. This modern era fucks. Get me a bottle of wine, 2 helpings of caviar, and 4 steamed lobsters. Tell them to make the lobsters kill each other in claw-to-claw combat to ensure that I must only serve their strongest specimens. You and Doug place the orders, and 30 minutes later, a bellhop arrives. I've got wine, caviar, and lobsters for the undefeatable Omen, and a Caesar salad for Danny.
Well, I've heard worse.
Oh, thanks. This looks delicious. Doug, I know your name is not Danny, and you did not order a Caesar salad.
Oh.
It's fine. I'm not going to make him go all the way back to the kitchen and get me something else. No, you must stand up for yourself. You cannot go through life being a meek, squishy, goody-goody to be walked all over. But that's what slimes are best at.
If you're not leaving, I am.
Well, I shan't allow it. I'm going to bring the bellhop back. When we return, you had better be prepared to demand the correct order or unleash your wrath. Oh no, I'm so bad at confrontation. Can I just hide in the shower until the bellhop leaves? No way. But Doug looks like he might pass out, so you better give him some advice on confrontation before the bellhop gets back. Write a script for Doug to follow. Write some lines for the bellhop too, just to make absolutely sure this goes according to plan. We know how well that went before, with giving him a script for the doctor scene. Find a compromise. Doug can keep being hyper polite, but he must end his statements with, or else, to assert some dominance. Oh, I'm sorry. We're gonna find a compromise. Hey, your spooky friend here said you had something to say to me.
Huh?
Yes, you got my order wrong, and I'd really appreciate it if you took the salad back and got me a Wagyu burger instead. Or else. Or else what? Nothing, I'm just not a fan of salad, so I'd love it if you could get me a burger. Or else. Why do you keep saying or else? No reason. Because if you do not get his order right this time, we will slit your throat. No, we won't. Seriously, it's okay. Mistakes happen. We're only human. We're actually not, though. Hello, first-time chatter telling me to buy streamers. Yes, good point. But even still, you wouldn't mind getting me a burger, right? Or else? Behind Doug, Omen holds up a crudely drawn picture of themselves stabbing the bellhop to death. I'm still not sure if I'm supposed to feel threatened, but okay, I'll get you your order and some pepper spray just in case. Did you see that? I did it! I really did it! I am proud of you, my friends. Now let us return to our game. Or else. Or else what? Guess you'll just have to find out. You gain 2 boldness, but lose 2 creativity. The last day of the con is here. Who will be your con love? Doug, Omen, Zoe, Liam, April, Nico, or none of them?
Yeah, count me in.
Ask none of them? Yes. And now our comic. Finally, the art gang gathers round to put all of the pieces of your greatest masterpiece together. Time to see the fruits of your labor. Everyone Wants to Kiss Me on the Mouth is set to be the next harem sensation. Jacqueline is a humble country girl who moved to the big city in search of revenge. Little does she know that what she'll find is love. Due to fate and the precarious state of the economy, she'll end up sharing an apartment with several smoking hot roommates. The roommates all have one thing in common. None of them can resist Jacqueline's inexplicable ability to transform into a tiger. Oh, nice. There's the buff and ever-horny Morty, quiet, handsome Mamimi, seductive, breathtaking Milo, and many more. If this wasn't enough, Jacqueline will also struggle to get used to the urban life's most puzzling aspect, its lack of cows. Ah, poor Jacqueline. So many changes and so many suitors, but she can't decide who to reciprocate for one big reason, an ancient curse. The only one thing is clear. There'll be lots of kissing on the mouth. Milo, you're back! I thought you were still mad at me after I told you Santa wasn't real. Oh, you whore! Jack, I could never be mad at you. Actually, there's something I always wanted to tell you. Milo, you bastard! I heard you from the shower. We swore none of us would kiss Jackson in the mouth until we passed our kissing final exam. Well, I realized maybe Jacqueline should have some say in that, and also fuck you. Hey guys, what's happening out here? To be continued. The con after party is approaching. You didn't ask any of your friends to go to the party with you because Yang Yang's already stolen your heart. Ooh, the con after party? I'd love to go. They wouldn't let me book a zine booth there, but they can't stop me from selling them out of my pockets. Oh, that is so cute. The after party was awesome. With your help, Yang Yang ended up selling all her zines in the first hour, mostly to people who wanted you to just stop shoving zines in their faces. She spent the rest of the night in a great mood, and that night she took you home and, well, let's just say that all of those hours of knitting and stamp licking have given her many skills in the bedroom. Yes, one new secret ending! I love it! Before we knew it, the con had ended. It was just 4 days, but we could swear it felt like an entire lifetime. All sorts of misadventures took place, entire friendships blossomed, and we ourselves changed as people. The idea of going back to our day-to-day lives made us feel a bit disoriented. Promises were made of not growing apart, of meeting again soon. Still, we would lie if we said it didn't feel a bit sad to leave all that behind. But as each of us went our own way, we realized that wherever we went, these people would be there with us. And with that came a truth that to this day we hold close to our hearts, that no matter where we are, we belong. It's a thought that still gives us warmth, that makes us feel once again young and unafraid. And it reminds us that even as years go by, we will always be ready to start.
When you stream, you would not believe.
Anyway, that was adorable. I love that we got to go to the after party with Yang Yang. Love her so much. I think I'm gonna give this little bit break from streaming for now, and come back with a different game tomorrow. Sorry, I just love this song so much. Apologies again for the mistake I made earlier where I left the Be Right Back screen on for longer than it should have been. I thought I clicked on it, but apparently my mouse missed, and I was too tired to double check and look at the other screen to see what was going on. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great night, and love you all. Bye!